So just like gold, and that's why Bitcoin is sometimes called digital gold. So for many years, people have touted this idea of an electronic currency, a virtual currency, something that could be exchanged over the internet, over a cell phone, that required no bank, no government institution, that couldn't be interfered with anyone. The problem has always been, but anything digital can be reproduced. And if you can reproduce it, it doesn't have any value. So Satoshi Nakamoto's brilliant idea was to create a virtual currency that would have scarcity. So just like gold, and that's why Bitcoin is sometimes called digital gold, it has a sort of intrinsic value because someday it will run out. Basically, Bitcoin is created by making many people over a large computer network and the internet work on complicated math problems and compete to solve those problems, creating a Bitcoin, and the people who successfully solve the problem first receive a small amount of Bitcoin. It creates a record at the end of every Bitcoin transaction or every Bitcoin being made, and that record is unbreakable. That record is called the blockchain. The public ledger tells you, where, when a Bitcoin was made, where it went, how, where it was sent, and that ensures that you can't forge it. And if you can't forge it, then it's reliable. And no one has been able to break the blockchain. It's taken, it's a collective work effort. But essentially, Bitcoin is a very solid virtual currency. You cannot forge it or fake it or make it on your own. And that makes it usable and trustworthy. While it can be used for criminal activity through the Bitcoin exchanges or the cryptocurrency exchanges where they're bought and purchased, but it's not completely anonymous. And actually now, even though Bitcoin kind of got started as a currency for criminal activities and was popularized by the fact that you could buy drugs anonymously, criminals have stopped using Bitcoin. They're all using Monero and other cryptocurrencies that are much more anonymous from the beginning. Bitcoin is for everyone. You can use it to buy things at electronic stores in Japan. My agent in New York, when he pays me my royalties, he uses a service that converts the cash into Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is then sent to the account where it's converted back into yen, and it's an instant transaction. Things based on Bitcoin or based on the blockchain have a practical aspects. For example, my agent in New York, when he pays me my royalties, which I wish I was getting more often than I am. Also, one of the things about Bitcoin that is nice, it makes transactions very cheap.